Next, the Mavs are 21st in defensive rating. Okay. But the difference between 21st and 15th is 1.3 points per 100 possessions. So buy or sell, their defense isn't as bad as it seems.
That I am buying. Because we saw when they were fully healthy
and focused
without Porzingis, before pre-COVID destroyed and wrecked this team's season, they were a pretty good defensive team. I don't think they were as good as what their numbers were at that particular time. Yeah, but they were a quality defensive team. So I'm going to
buy that. Yeah, I buy it too, especially since the guys that were out were their best defenders. Josh Richardson and Dorian Finney-Smith. So yeah. So I don't know if they are like a top 5 defensive team, although I'm not going to say they're not because I don't know. I got to let it play out. But yeah, I don't think that they're this bad. Okay, next. The Mavs are 28th in second chance points, 24th in opponent second chance points, and 29th in loose balls recovered. Buy or sell, the Mavs have a problem with effort.
That's a good one because
I know. That's why. Thank you.
I think they've struggled with effort lately. I think they have allowed their schedule and the COVID thing to dictate their level of effort. I think they saw it was an insurmountable mountain to climb, and they chose not to climb it. And I think we saw that in some performances where they were like, look, we don't have a chance to win these games even, because we're out all these guys and blah, 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 all the circumstances that are going on. So I am going to sell that. I think their effort will be fine as the season goes on once their schedule kind of lightens up a little bit and they get all their players back from COVID.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of like things turning around or whatever, I found this stat. I tweeted it out. If you're following me at _Sydney Myers, you would see it. The Mavericks, in their current 5-game losing streak, have scored 110 points or more in all of those games. A losing streak of 5 or more games while scoring at least 110 points has only happened 40 times in all of NBA history. That's not just like, one time each season. That's every season, every streak that's ever happened. It's only happened 40 times in like 100 years. And 85% of those streaks ended at 6. So the odds of this like spiraling out of control are, they're due for a win, I guess is the least that says.
In my opinion, it's spiraled out of control.
Yeah, true.
Before the 5-game losing streak, they won 1 game, but they had lost 3 in a row before that. So they've lost 8 out of their last 9 games. They're just not playing well. To me, it's spiraled out of control. They're now 8-12.
We have spiraled.
In the Western Conference, there is a high chance that this team doesn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. But at least they're due for a win.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. They are going to win a game.
They will win a game.
They will win
at some point, and they're not going to lose. They're not going to be this bad, but they're probably a 500 team, even fully healthy.
I think one thing that I've said just with us talking like over and over is the Mavericks have a lot of role players, and role players make their shots half the time. That's why you have superstars who make their shot every time. So like when you're relying on role players, they make their shots half the time. That means you're going to win half the games pretty much. So like you said, they're probably about a 500 team, maybe a little better with Luka being like a top 5 player in the league.
Well, they were a 500 team basically the second half of the season last year. And they didn't get any better. It's not like they added...
Yeah.
I know they're going to sell you on Josh Richardson and
Well, I think the difference between Richardson and Curry is you're sort of trading defense for offense. So, I don't know if it's an increase in defense, which is good, but you also lost that on offense. So it kind of evens out, I think.
My point being is they didn't get any better.
Yeah.
And they were a 7th seed last year. So, what are we expecting from them this year? If they didn't add anybody, why did everybody think that they were going to jump up to the 4th seed?
I thought they were going to be a top 4 seed.
I didn't.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. That's buy or sell. If you're listening, well, obviously you're listening, but if you're still listening,
please continue to listen.
If you're listening on YouTube, leave your thoughts in the comments. Are you buying or selling these ideas?